Well, isn't this tournament so much fun? The chalk donkeys are just fucking dancing around. They're just gleeful with joyful excitement. They just could not be happier because literally every single chalk donkey got there this week, which sucks because, like, I played the wind edge. I have all kinds, literally 100% can't lay, about 80% fee now. Amazing lineups everywhere. And it doesn't matter because there's just so many fucking chalk donkeys. And when you play in those big tournaments, chalk donkeys can offset a great player pool and a really high 6 of 6 rate. So what the fuck are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, right? Now, and then Cam Young, who I wouldn't even consider a chalk donkey, I would consider. He does look like if an extra from Peaky Blinders and a pissed off Hobbit had a child. I feel like that's what Cam Young looks like. And he's not even a chalk donkey, but man, he might be the new god. Him and real God, Taylor Pendrith. You know what? We'll call him Jesus or whatever religion you are. He can be Muhammad, right? Some descendant of the God himself. What's up, guys? I'm sorry, I'm tilting because this should have been an amazing week of DFS golf, and I'm still going to win, but, not near as much as I should, so I want you to know this is my channel. For all of you that don't know, I cover PGA DFS golf, do a little bit of trying to help people not suck so bad at PGA DFS, because if you don't know, it's really fucking hard. Like, everybody loses at this, so, like, even some of the better players that you see out there, like, they're not winning near as much as you think, because this shit is really hard. Year over year, there's not a lot of people who are winning at PGA DFS. So I am here to help you not lose so much. Now notice, I didn't say I'm here to help you win because I would never promise that to anybody. This shit be tough, but I can give you some tools to help you suck less and lose your money a little less. And maybe if you learn to do everything right, you get a little bit of luck on your side, then maybe you can become a winner at it long term. But no fucking promises, Bob. It takes a lot of time and a lot of work. That's what we do here. We do this every Friday and Saturday night for round 3 and round 4 showdown. I appreciate you being here, new guy. It means a lot to me. You're swinging by. You want to check it out. You're waiting on football season. You need something to get you through. Hey, Showdown Golf, one of the last few edges that are still left out there at PGA DFS. If you're more of a week-long guy, come check out that emergency stream I do every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time Zone, the Lord's time zone. I won't back off of it. All champions live in Central Standard Time Zone, so we will keep that time zone as the official time. Go give me a follow on Twitter. I'm the Degenerate75. You see that shit right below me. And also, maybe you can't help but notice that you haven't seen a single ad on this fucking video, have you? Not a one. You're looking around. You haven't had to click off of it. Nothing popped up. Just the video. Because I'm not a poor and I don't fucking monetize this shit. And so all I ask in return is maybe go drop me a like. And if you're not subbed for whatever the hell reason, go sub real quick. The numbers are going up quick and I got goals I want to reach, right? So go do that for me. Without further ado, let's shut the fuck up and let's start talking about tomorrow because Daddy's got a hot date with a golf course and tee time's in less than an hour, so I got to get going. First of all, let's talk about the course today. How did it play? Well, I think I was watching the Showdown Hoedown last night, and the guy on there said that this course was going to be a fucking joke today, and they were going to absolutely tear it up like they did Thursday morning. And look at that. They absolutely tore it up. And this is super crucial information because we can use this to glean what our strategy for tomorrow needs to be. Because why there is such an edge in Sunday Showdown is all the donkey dicks out there think, I got to play this guy because he gets position points. Yeah, or those aren't real and he might fall back and somebody else might move up and take him. So you're playing imaginary position points. You're an idiot. Okay, just look at the last 2 weeks. 45% of people played Hovland at the Open Championship and Sunday Showdown. Get the fuck out of here. 40% of people played Scott Piercy last week at Sunday Showdown. Literally, they're just giving you money. Like, that is so stupid. Well, he's in first place. Yeah, he won't be at the end of the round. He's a fucking loser. So what we have to do is take advantage of these morons that go and chase fake placement points, and we got to get guys that'll chase and offset that by outscoring that guy simply by just a birdie or maybe two will offset almost all of those position points, right? That's the big edge on Sunday Showdown is people just being stupid AF. And we're here to take advantage of it. So, long story short, course played really easy today. Course is going to play very easy tomorrow. I think we're going to check the weather in just a minute because that's what we do here, new guys. The first thing we check. But let's talk a little contest selection because this is essential to making good decisions, right? And for tomorrow, DraftKings again has dropped the ball. They make these big tournaments like this, 100,000 up top, and everybody's like, "Ooh, I want to play in that." Same people that go play in the lottery and think they're going to win, right? This is just not a great tournament. today there was the big $15 for Saturday round 3 showdown, right? And I did, I did about $500 in lineups in that, right? And I absolutely had a chord that smashed. I think I had 5 of the top 6 guys from today in there. I had all kinds of great lineups, and I ended up cashing out like $1,000. So I literally doubled my money when I had the fucking nuts all over the place. An amazing player pool with all kinds of smash plays and the nuts, right? I had them too. I just didn't have them in the perfect combination. I think I have 4 lineups in the top 100 in the big tournament today, and I barely doubled my money. Barely doubled. What a stupid fucking tournament. And the Saturday showdown contest, the big $15, has a way better payout structure than tomorrow, the one we're looking at right now, this round 4. So if you got $100, don't play in this shit. Don't go toss 4 lineups in it. Don't. Just send me 50. I'll kick you in the nuts and we call it even. Don't do it. This is a terrible tournament to play in. Even if you have 150 lineups that you could put, which would be what, $3,750, which you probably ain't got that. And if you do, you probably don't want to waste it on a Sunday showdown slate. This still isn't a great tournament. It's just not. It is a very negative EV play. I am going to play a couple lineups in this because, I do a fucking awesome drawing every Wednesday for the Wednesday night stream, which, by the way, to get in that, all you got to do is simply go like this video and go comment who is the one guy you're definitely or who is going to win tomorrow. Who's going to win this? And then put your Twitter handle and you're in. And then go over on Twitter. This will get you another entry. Go like and retweet over there. That'll get you another entry. Or you can get 3 of them on there. Just go give me a 5-star review. Say some nice words about the pod. Because, by the way, I have a pod, and it's called The Degenerate 75 Talks Golf with Smart People. And I've already had 2 amazing guests on, Andy Lack and Brian Hooper, and it's getting all kinds of downloads. People like it, and it's not like just strictly DFS. It's a great listen. Go check it out. Go download it. Subscribe. I would appreciate it, too. Trying to grow the old podcast, and I have a guest coming on Monday that's going to be pretty fucking epic, so you're going to want to check that out. So go do that in the comments. Say who is the one guy that is going to win this tournament tomorrow. That's all you got to do. So with that said, other tournaments tomorrow, this 555, if you're a bigger roller, is a little bit better, but it's still a third of the money to the top. You never want to see 1/3 of the money go to the top. Drop down to 10th place and notice that it is only 1/33 of first place. You want that to be closer to 1/10. So really, if you're going to play $100 tomorrow, look at these $100 single entries. They're such better tournaments, man. You have a legit chance to win them. You don't have to hit the nuts. And even if you get like 6th or 7th place, you're making real money. Like you're like 8x in your money, right? That's really good. That's where we want to be. So check out those. These single entries, these 20 maxes, these 3 maxes, they're way better tournaments. Playing in the big $25, the big 555, or even if you're checking out the $8 tomorrow, look at that. First place is $10,000. 10th place is $100. A fucking 100. That's 1/100th. What a terrible structure. You fucking DraftKings, get your shit together. If I'm going to be the leader of this showdown community, you need to reach out to me, and I need to tell you how to make better tournaments that fucking don't waste people's time, you assholes. All they're trying to do is draw people in with these big first places. But what they don't understand is by trying to draw people in with these big first place prizes is they're really pissing off the people in their community and losing people putting more lineups into more well-balanced, structured tournaments. They just don't understand it. They're just always fucking chasing more people, and they don't understand, hey, maybe be happy with what you already got, dickheads. Okay. Let's get to it. Let's get to the weather. The weather tomorrow is going to be, one man said, insignificant. Insignificant, right? Super perfect in the morning. And if you're looking at this and you're thinking, ooh, I'll play the morning guys, they have it better than the afternoon guys. Man, let me just go ahead and tell you, the difference between a 3-mile-an-hour wind and a 7-mile-an-hour wind is not enough to go chase a wave edge. Okay? You're not going to want to play all morning guys simply to be cute because you think they're going to have a better weather edge. These guys in the afternoon are playing better this week. They're going to have better stats, and they're already up there. So if they have a good round, they're going to move up even higher into those position points. I'm not saying don't play guys here. I'm just saying don't be that asshole that goes and stacks all 6 guys, like the first 6 guys out, so you can see your name at the top of the leaderboard for 5 minutes. Don't, like, literally, that's never paid off in the history of DFS. So don't do that. If you want to do that, just fucking Venmo me some money, bro. We're adults here. We check more than one source. Tomorrow, they have it actually getting all the way up to like 10 miles an hour, 11 miles an hour. So did I just update this? Yep, that's updated. So, Weather Channel, Willy Weather has a little bit more than Windfinder. Let's check Weather Channel. I have heard they do weather, and in this case, they're going to break a tie for us. They have it getting only up to about 9. I guess, yeah, the round will end about 5 or 6 local time, so we'll just call it 9. So they split the difference. So it looks like we're going to be somewhere between 8 to 11 miles an hour. Still not a deal breaker for me. It's basically what they had to play in the afternoon. Did that really seem to stop anybody? Did it seem to stop anybody? Because it sure as shit didn't. Okay. What else? Let's go talk a little bit about what's going on out there. So if the course is going to play easy tomorrow, what are some things we could look at? Well, the first thing I always like to look at is I want to look at round 3 today. By the way, all of this is on Data Golf. This is not behind the paywall. You can go look at all this shit yourself. If you're thinking, why ain't this guy giving me no picks? Well, I can tell you right now, I don't fucking give picks. I'm not going to give picks. I'm not a tout. Right? I don't give. Here's the best part. Did you know that I have a motherfather Patreon? Look at this. I got a Patreon, and like I have a whole Discord with like working to 300 people on it. And you know how many picks I give them? Fucking 0. If I don't give them picks, you think I'm going to give you picks? Fuck no. They actually make this channel exist, and why I don't have to put up ads and chase money like a poor. So, by the way, if you want to check that out, go check it out. Connect you to the Discord. It's pretty awesome. Brand new month coming up in August. A good time to sign up. If you don't, well then fucking don't. Just enjoy the free shit right here, brother. It's not going anywhere. The Showdown Hoedown is my flagship. All right, who killed it today on approach? You see a guy like Steven Yeager, right? You see he's in 4th place. He's a very moderate salary too, I think, right? Like probably like $8,000. I can't put up the salaries because Slapdick Fantasy National still hasn't put their shit up. And even if they did, it'll fucking be missing half the players anyways. And so you got Steven Yeager here, right? An amazing round. Let me ask you something. Do you know Icarus? Icarus, like the famous story. He flew too close to the sun, right? And he's fucking Icarus. And you know what happens when they fly too close to the sun? They fucking melt and they fall back down to earth, right? That happened to my boy Lee Hodges and Sam Ryder today. And so you got to ask yourself, is Steven Yeager Icarus? Or even better yet, is Taylor Pendrith Icarus? Because these guys look like fucking world beaters. And they're already starting in the top 5, so people are going to be like, oh my God, I get these fake imaginary placement points. I got to take them. Okay, I mean, first of all, idiot, do you? Do you have to take them, or do you want to take them? That is a question you need to ask yourself. See a guy like Taylor Moore, look at that approach today. Unbelievable, right? 7 strokes under. Steven Yeager, 7 strokes under. Taylor Pendrith, 6 strokes under. These guys are going to be affordable. All of them are under 9K. Taylor Moore is really cheap. He's like under 7K. But let me ask you this. Do you not think that a Sunday round against these big dogs, Finau, Cam Young, Cam Davis, Patrick Cantlay, these big names, do you not think, what is more likely, that these guys are going to go out there and shoot another 7 under after they just shot an amazing round, which we already know is fucking hard to do, especially when you're not an elite player, feeling that Sunday pressure against these top guys? Or that they're going to spin their wheels or have a shitty round? Which of those do you think is more likely? To me, the answer is a piece of cake. I know which one's more likely. I'm not going to tell you the answer. If you have an IQ above 65, you should be able to figure it out. Now, am I telling you not to play these guys? No, I don't give a fuck who you play. Matter of fact, I hope you do play them. Give me all that donkey choke. So, when you're playing these guys that are coming off great rounds, buyer beware. It's overreaction city at Showdown. Anybody that had a great round today is going to be naturally more inflated on their ownership tomorrow, and you can take advantage of that. Just like Cam Davis sucked yesterday. All right, Friday. And so I said, look, bounce back city. And look, you went out there and just absolutely smashed today. You had one of the highest rounds, right? You cannot overreact just because somebody has a good round. Oh, Adam Scott had a great round Friday. Got to play him at Showdown. Do ya? Because he fucking sucked today, didn't he? Just because somebody had a great round doesn't mean you got to go chase him. Because it's super hard to do it again. So be careful when you're looking at this approach. And, I would rather see somebody like somebody with great approach who did not have a great round. Nate Lashley putted well and had great approach today, but didn't score that well. I mean, -3 was a solid round, but that was basically the course average, right? He didn't even pick up that many strokes overall. Those are the kind of guys I want to see. Ben Martin just killing it on approach this week, right? Losing a little bit on the greens. Like, that's a guy to check out. Another thing to go look at is go look at guys that shitted away around the green today. Like if Adam Hadwin could get it figured out around the green. Like, we already saw what he can do on a Sunday. Who's somebody? Let's go find somebody good here. JJ Spawn gave someone. I mean, he should have had an even better round today. And I think in 16th place, you might be able to get him at a discount. And the last one is like, go look and see if anybody just killed themselves off the tee today. Like, no one is going to play Sahith Theegala tomorrow coming off a +1 today. But how about this? Did you ever consider that maybe fucking people could bounce back, especially elite golfers like Sahith Theegala? What? Because he lost almost all the damage he did today were off the tee and around the green. Those can be fixed. Okay. Danny Willett, look at that. Gave it away around the green, but then was great at everything else. I mean, like, these are great candidates for bounce backs, right? Just because they spun their wheels today does not mean that they cannot do well tomorrow. Those are things to look at. Those are things to consider, right? Who's going to be who's going to be the most popular tomorrow? Well, it's pretty simple. Let's go back over here to contest selection. Let's go enter a contest real quick so we can look at these. The pricing is a lot looser tomorrow. It's not near as tight as it was today. But I will say, when you want to know who's the most popular, go sort by position. Finau, Pendrith, Young, Jaeger, Cantlay, Stallings are all going to be super popular, along with Taylor Moore, simply just because people are going to need to smash him in there to get him to make their lineups work, right? The good news we have this week is, yes, there are 6 guys that are ahead of the rest of the field. But those 6 guys, all of them except Jaeger, are priced pretty fairly, right? And so people are going to have a hard time cramming in 3 of these guys. And if they do, now your lineup gets super chalky. So I'll give you the same advice I give everybody. You're going to need to play some guys from up here, right? From up here, I mean, basically T9 and up. Whoever you think it is, you're going to probably want to have the winner, right? Especially when there's 2 guys up here competing. So maybe consider one of these. But I will tell you, both these guys are going to be 40% owned. And isn't there a world where one of them shoots 2 under tomorrow, one of them shoots 3 under? Finau wins this tournament at -24 and is a -3 player, really, even with the win bonus, the projected points or the fake position points. Is that really going to be enough to be in a nuts lineup? I don't fucking think so. So I could, very easily see a world you do not have to play either one of these guys, right? You really think that Jaeger can keep, playing like a god? Well, then go ahead. Taylor Moore, you want to chase a great round from him? Go ahead. I don't care who you play. What I will say is commit. Out of all these guys that are basically in the top 11, so T9 or higher, you really just want to pick maybe 2 or 3 of them and commit to them. Commit to them. If you're doing a single entry, maybe just 1 or 2 of them. If you're doing a player pool of 20 guys, just pick 2 or 3 of them. Because I'm telling you, the winning lineups tomorrow are going to come from T12 all the way down here through T50. It's going to be those guys chasing who have 6 and 7 under rounds in them, just like we saw today. All kinds of dudes shot 7 under rounds, and they skyrocketed up the leaderboard. A guy like Jaeger, Moore, Duncan, Cam Davis, all these guys were nuts plays today, and none of them were up at the top. And there's going to be guys just like this tomorrow, probably different guys, because, it's really hard to stack rounds on top of each other, who are going to go catapulting up. So I'm telling you, don't be afraid to play a guy or 2 up here, maybe even 3 if you're playing a lot of lineups in the top 11. But your money area is going to be from T12 down, because people are naturally going to play those guys less because they're not getting the fake position points. And those are going to be the guys charging. They're going to be the ones saying, fuck it, I'm going after pins, right? And honestly, I would be comfortable dropping all the way down here to like T60 range. I would have no problem going back to Smotherman, right? He looked terrible today. He could never play good tomorrow, or he could. We already saw what Adam Hadwin did last Sunday. He had a great Sunday round. Almost was almost an optimal play, right? If you want somebody that nobody's going to play up top, Will Zalatoris is ball striking, and he just ain't putting it in. You don't think Will Zalatoris can go tear up this course like all these other studs are? There's a chance you're going to, go check golf lineups for the first time tomorrow, and you're going to flip it on, and Zalatoris is going to be like 6 under through 12 holes, and he's going to be the fucking nuts play, and you're going to be kicking yourself because you didn't even consider him, right? Everybody's going to look, and they're going to say, oh, he's 10,000? Well, no way I'm playing him over Finau. Okay, but I mean, like, maybe you should consider it, especially if you're playing in a large field GPP. If you're playing in a GPP with over 1,000 people and you're not considering Will Zalatoris, at least considering him, you're doing shit wrong, brother. You're doing it wrong, brother. Who else do we got? I'm not going to go through here and spoon feed you these. Webb Simpson is horrific. He looks horrific. His ball striking is horrific, but he did finish with a birdie streak today, and he's a good player, and he'll probably be less than 10% owned. These are the kind of guys I like. Give me a Sahith Theegala on the comeback. Now, if you're playing one entry tomorrow, and it's a $200 single entry, do you want to put Sahith Theegala in it? I mean, then you got to ask the question, am I getting too cute? Not all of your plays have to be these crazy pivots, right? But I'm just telling you, you're going to want to get your guys up top, right? If you love Finau and you think he's going to win tomorrow, which, by the way, how the fuck can you not think he's going to win tomorrow? Well, then play Finau. And if you think Scott Stallings is just going to keep playing amazing, well, then play Scott Stallings, right? But then what I'm saying is once you get those two guys in there, and now you need to get your lineup in there and make it a little bit different than everybody else's, that's when you start checking out these bounce back guys, right? A Sam Ryder, a Sahith Tagala. Who else spun their wheels today? Russell Henley is a great bounce back candidate. Those are the guys I'm talking about. And if you're playing in the real big GPPs, like the big $25, which I don't know why you're doing that, then you really check out the guys that shit the bed today. A Lee Hodges, a Callum Tarrant. What did old slapdick Adam Scott finish? I didn't even see. Where you at, Adam? Where you at, Scott? I'm going to look him up. I'm committed to the process now. Where you at, Adam Scott? You fucking loser. Adam Scott, 6 over. Oh, that is epic. But I will say 6 of those were putting. So you gotta think of it like this. He really was only 1 over if he just putted normal. Loser. All right. Let's see. So we have went over all of that. The last thing I want to talk to you about is a little round 3 scoring. This is over the last 12 rounds in the past year. Some guys that score really well. There's that Adam Hadwin guy again, number 2. Will Zalatoris, number 3. Nate Lashley, number 4. Tyler Duncan, number 11. Danny Willett, number 15. And Austin Smotherman, number 18. I know you're probably thinking like, yeah, I don't want to play those guys. That's just random. Well, first of all, this is 12 rounds. That's not exactly a small sample. And the larger point I would make is round 4 scoring mindset. I actually think there's something to it. And this is the only quantitative way we can measure it is by looking at round 4 scoring. These are guys that say, fuck it, round 4, I'm going out and I'm scoring. And maybe the case was in a lot of these tournaments, they were way far back and they come charging on round 4. Okay, that only makes my point. I want guys that are fucking throwing darts at flags tomorrow and not just hitting it to the center of the green and having 30-foot birdie putts every time. I don't want that. I want guys that are going to go birdie, 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 bogey, birdie, birdie, bogey, bogey, birdie, birdie, bogey, because that's where all the points are. That's where all the points are. You want all the birdies in the world and a streak tossed in there, right? Yes, a bogey-free round is okay, but once they get 1 bogey, fuck it. Go get 6 of them. Just give me 12 birdies also. All right. I have got to go. I got to get to the golf course. You better be there Wednesday night for the emergency stream at a 7 o'clock Central Standard Time Zone. If you're doing that which by the way, 2 weeks in a row, 3 weeks in a row, I've absolutely tipped the nuts on the weather. I have led you and off of Donkey Chalk. Although this week the Donkey Chalk smashing, but so be it. So be it. If the weather hopefully can offset that tomorrow. Maybe they'll crumble. Maybe Icarus will finally fucking find reality tomorrow. I'm not holding my breath on that. I almost forgot. The one guy I'm definitely playing tomorrow is Cam Young, because fuck that guy. I'm going to mush him just like I tried to mush Taylor Pendrith today, which definitely did not work. It looked like it was going to work for a little bit, but then he decided, hey, why don't I quit hitting bogeys? I'll just birdie every hole. And the one guy I am definitely fading tomorrow, without question, Tony Finau. Tony, he's a fucking loser. I'm kidding. The guy's on a heater. Like, he's going to win this tournament. He really is. I just have him in all my week long. It makes no sense for me to play him. You play whoever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit, big guy. Hey, new guy, thanks for being here. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And in those comments, just tell me who is going to win this tournament tomorrow. Leave your Twitter handle, and you'll be in my big ass drawing. Okay? And don't forget, you can also go check out my Patreon. It's growing like crazy. Helps keep the channel free. I appreciate you guys being here. I'll see you Wednesday night at 7, the Lord's time zone. I hope you enjoy my outro, you motherfathers.